Fans, the young lion has spoken again, and he's roaring louder than ever. Jaron "Boots" Ennis is taking direct aim at Terence "Bud" Crawford, and this time, there's no hesitation in his words. Boots flat out declared, "That's the fight the fans want. And that's the fight I want to make happen. No smoke and mirrors. No side talk. Just a young contender demanding his chance at greatness."
About the Terence "Bud" Crawford fight. I'm tired of answering questions about it. He already said millions of times that he not fighting me or looking my way, so I'm just tired of answering no questions, and if a fight happened, it happened. I want it to happen, but if not, yeah.
Boots made sure to show respect to Crawford, especially since Bud has made it clear he only wants mega fights at this stage of his career. But Ennis isn't here for the narrative that he's been hiding or dodging. He reminded everyone that the one time his team actually got the call, they accepted immediately only for the conversation to vanish into silence. For Boots, that's not a duck. That's politics and games being played behind closed doors.
What does he mean?
Yeah, he said world-class fighter. I guess he's trying to say if you're a world-class fighter.
Sign a contract. Exactly, sign a contract. If he wanted to fight, he would have stayed at 47. He obviously said he said he wanted to move up in compass to be undisputed at 54 or something like that. So
right now we ain't worrying about Crawford. We're gonna clean 147 now, then we're gonna move to 154. If he there and he got a belt, we coming after him. Simple as that.
His message was simple. Respect to Crawford. Go get your money, make history, but don't mislead the fans by acting like Boots turned down a fight. That's not who he is. He's not chasing clout. He's chasing legacy. He wants the smoke. He wants the spotlight. And most importantly, he wants to test himself against the pound-for-pound king before the final chapter of Crawford's career is.
Right now in my career, a lot of people like boost this, boost that, boost this. Fighting Boots is a lose-lose situation. I win, they're going to say, oh, well, he was young, he wasn't ready. He was talented, he was skillful, but you got the experience over him. You got, so much more than this kid that never been tested before. Me fighting Boots would be like, okay, well, you beat Boots. It's not a mega fight.
Crawford, on the other hand, has explained why fighting Boots feels like a no-win scenario. Beat him. And the critics will say he was too young, he wasn't ready, he didn't have the experience. But avoid him, and suddenly the world screams ducking. That's the tough reality Bud laid out, no matter what. People will spin the story.
These guys that see now, they say, oh, he's the ticket. Win, lose, or draw, he's the ticket. I'll fight Terence Crawford. Come on, man. Boots had a chance to fight me. Virgil Ortiz had an opportunity to fight me, but now everybody, I fight Terence, or I'm this, I'm that. I'm like, okay, cool.
The truth is, boxing isn't just about bravery, it's about business. If Boots really wants his chance, he has to go beyond tweets and sound bites. He has to put together a serious offer. Dates, networks, guaranteed money. Because fights of this magnitude don't happen on words alone, they happen when the numbers line up. And yet, the hunger is undeniable. Boots has the resume, the skills, and the determination to back up his callouts. But Crawford reminded everyone complaining about missed chances won't close the deal. To get the fight that crowns him as the next king, Boots has to build the bridge himself. Negotiate wisely, promote smartly, and be prepared for the moment Bud finally says yes.
When y'all had y'all opportunity, y'all went elsewhere. But now that y'all see I'm the ticket, now y'all like, oh, yeah, we want to fight Terence Crawford. We want Terence Crawford. That's the narrative now. We want to fight Terence Crawford.
Just when things between Crawford and Boots were heating up, former champion Tim Bradley jumped in like an uninvited uncle, crashing the family cookout. And Bradley didn't come quietly. He came with hard questions. His challenge? Who have you beaten? Bradley basically compared Boots to a strata middle school kid claiming he's ready for Harvard.
That makes a whole lot of sense. And the fight that stylistically will be, oh my goodness, is a fight between Terence Crawford and Jaron "Boots" Ennis.
I don't think I think that's going backwards for Terence.
To that point, Jaron doesn't have the kind of accolades. He doesn't sell to the mass and all these. So this fight was perfect timing for both these guys.
Bradley did acknowledge Boots' talent. He praised him as a spectacular fighter, admitted he's a fan, and said he believes Boots is next in line. But he stressed that potential doesn't equal proof until Ennis gets truly tested at the elite level. Bradley isn't convinced he's ready to dethrone a master like Crawford.
Who the hell is Spence as Boots' fault? It's a different type. Like, you can be riding that wave. You've been getting all these knockouts of all these other different guys, but you've never been in the ring with an animal like Crawford. And when you get in there for the first time and you get hit upside your head, I would hate for him to get in this type of fight with Crawford.
And Bradley pointed out Boots flaws his tendency to rush in for the knockout, leaving himself wide open for counters, his inexperience in high-stakes traps. Against a seasoned technician like Crawford, those mistakes aren't just costly, they're career-ending. Bradley warned that Crawford would set traps, bait Boots in, and punish him with the kind of precision that only years of elite experience can deliver.
And he's a spectacular fighter. Boots is a spectacular fighter. I'm a fan. I'm a fan of Boots. I think he's next. But he needs to be tested.
Let's be honest, doesn't that make the fight even more irresistible? Fans would gladly pay top dollar to see if the hungry young lion really has the bite to challenge the reigning king before he walks away from the sport. Crawford says he's on his final lap, and you don't waste your last laps on tune-ups. You swing for the fences. And Boots Ennis, young, fearless, and reckless enough to believe he can crack a code no one has solved, might just be the Storm fans have been waiting for 11.
Makes a lot of mistakes. Shows a lot of inexperience, rushing in there, trying to go for the kill, leaving himself wide open, leaving himself exposed. There's a lot of things that come along with that. And guess what? When you get in the ring with a Crawford that knows how to use his feet, that knows how to move and let you come to him, and so on and so forth, guess what? He going to set you up, he going to lay a trap, and he going to catch you, and he going to knock you out.
And then, just as Eddie Hearn was fanning the flames by hyping up Boots versus Crawford, Blue Blood Sports came in swinging with receipts. According to him, Crawford already agreed to fight Boots. The call was made. Crawford said, yes, and then Showtime's calendar slammed the brakes. Suddenly, every weekend was taken, every slot filled, and the fight got buried under scheduling politics.
Lure Crawford back after Canelo, do you think?
Boots against Crawford is the best fight in boxing. Unbelievable fight. But look, he's got Canelo and, but I just, as a fan, for me, you got two of the best technicians in the sport.
If that's true, then Boots never ducked Crawford inside the ring. He was left hanging outside the ring by his own network. Imagine being ready for the fight of your life, only to hear sorry Tank is Saturday, Canelo has next month. You'll have to wait. That's not ducking. That's politics blocking destiny.
The thing is about Ennis, right, is he's got incredible skills. He's got tremendous IQ. He's got great footwork, but he's also spiteful. And you look at fighters in the past that have got great skills. Sometimes they haven't got devastating punch power. They're not trying to force a stoppage. They're not spiteful with it. He is. He's 34 wins with 30 knockouts.
And here's where the narrative flips. Crawford isn't the one dodging. He's been begging for the fight, while the system has been holding it back. That changes everything. It means Crawford is proving once again he's not afraid of the smoke. He's demanding it. And yet the fight we should already be debating in barbershops and arenas has turned into a waiting game, lost in contracts and calendars.
When exactly is a realistic time to make Jaron Boots Ennis versus Terence Crawford? This is what Steven Espinosa said. He said there's no dates, and then he said that if they did make the fight, they wanted to be in full control. And then you saw the interview he did where Steven Espinosa said the reality is he did not want to step on the toes of Errol Spence and Al Heyman and make a fight with Jaron Boots Ennis and Terence Crawford. The reality is Jaron Ennis didn't force his team to make this fight and say, listen, Steven, I'm signed to you and Showtime. I'm not signed to the PBC and Al Heyman. You need to do what's best for my career and make this fight happen. And he didn't do that. And the rest is history. Terence Crawford moved on.